Welcome guys to Midlandz Explorer. Well, where are we and what are we looking for? Here today in Gedling Country Park. So we're coming up here. A bird just decided to annoy me again. We're not coming in this way, so don't worry. Because basically what it is, yeah, I don't know why this is off here. This is dangerous as well. Down there's a big drop. And that's where, guys, the railway tunnel and the railway lines came out and went all the way down there towards College Junction. We're going to go around anyway. We're going to get down to the main railway line right next to the tunnel, and hopefully we can get in. If not, we'll give you a little bit more history anyway of the place when we get there. So I'm going to go down here towards the old tunnel entrance. You used to be able to actually go down here, if you remember, guys. There used to be a little bit of a drop, but I heard, and I'm not surprised, became a bit of a suicidal hotspot. However, I've just seen the fence has been ripped up, which means people are still getting through there. Right, bit of mud there, be careful. So that's been taken off again. So that means we can get back down there again if we really wanted to.
We don't need to go that way, that's steep.
It's too steep. So as we continue along here, guys, I just want to remind you that this was the old Great Northern Railway line that came from the south of Nottingham through College Junction, where we were recently, actually, in one of my other videos, where the suburban railway bridge connected with this line. And as I say, this line went on to then Daybrook and then towards South Yorkshire. Now we're coming down this path here, which not long ago has been the storms Dennis. There was a bit of snow, and the area I think is well looked after, this park. I've heard a lot about Gedling Country Park, and I think they do a really good job here, the wardens and etc. Because after the weather we've had, it's still quite walkable here, and I know a lot of people come anyway with their dogs. But yeah, come and watch them. We're just coming through here slowly, and as I said earlier, if you see anything strange, let us know. We often see strange things anyway when we look back at our videos. But here in this part of Nottingham, up northeast in the Gedling area. As we told you last time, if you remember when I was on NOTTZ Explorer's video, when we went to the Gedling woods, this area is haunted. So let us know if you see anything. Let's go down. We're going to go down to the railway tracks, the former railway tracks.
That's not too bad.
Right guys, this is quite cool. The ground is not bad at all. We are here in this valley. By the way guys, if you're coming out on these explorations, I would advise you to have good foot gear. Mine are just hiking boots, but they're worth it because they grip onto places. Now, not too sure what the situation is down here regarding the mud, because as you know, I was talking to you earlier about Storm Dennis and the bad weather there has been. So there's every chance it's quite muddy down here, but we're going to have a look. We're explorers. I don't stop for much. I'm happy, but I'm not happy because it looks like this place has been quite well destroyed by Storm Dennis. But on the other hand, it's a natural disaster, and well, I think it looks quite pretty in a way. I know it's obviously not something you should associate with being pretty, trees fallen, but it definitely looks haunted. So I'm up for it. There's another shoe down here or something. I don't know what I'm finding here. Last time I was here in the daytime, here we go, this is getting sludgy. I can see a tyre here. There's quite a lot of things I've been told that you can actually find along here. There was an old bit of railway somewhere, of an old mine train, or maybe of just a train, because as I say, remember, this was the old Great Northern Railway line. So it came along here, and there is the South Portal where we're coming now, and the North Portal came out near Arnold Hill Park. Now we're going to carry on. There's always stuff around here. There's obviously people being here, but we've got another tree that's completely blocked.
That was the last time I was here.
Okay.
We went through there.
Through there?
Yeah, through that little gap there.
It's quite dangerous down here, guys. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really going to come first when I was coming down the bank. I nearly changed my mind. But hey, as crazy as this might sound, if this is my last journey, then it's a great journey. And if not, it's one of many thousands more to come for you guys. Look at this. We've just been given a bit of information from NOTTZ Explorer. This wall that we see here, obviously sandstone at the bottom of it, and then on top is different, as you can see. But this place, obviously, to make this railway line, was carved out the land. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So, as NOTTZ Explorer has shown us, you can see a good example of the
carvings on it.
Carving, the rock, and everything.
Yeah.
So, thanks for that. We're gonna carry on down here. We're getting very close now to the famous MAPPERLEY Tunnel. Right. Can you see that across there to the right hand side? We have what looks like an old part to possibly a train, or maybe a mine cart, because obviously we're here in where the old Gedling pits used to be. So that could have been that. I'm trying to get a little bit closer to it, but the problem is it's very sludgy here, and my foot just sunk into something just now. I don't know if you can see that, guys. It's really nice, you know, how it's just been left there, I suppose. A bit of history for you. Or maybe because people don't think it's, I don't know, appropriate to come down here, but I'm here. I continue to hear a noise down there. NOTTZ Explorers, we're here to look at the old railway line. We're not here for any trouble. So let me know if you're about, because, well...
If someone was there, they would have holidays by now. There's no one here.
Right, guys.
Why does it sound like a tree creaking?
Because they're all going to drop on top of us in a minute. So, here we go then. We found a someone's walked.
Eh?
Eh?
Little valley, guys, but I kind of think the trees are going to fall like the rest of them. We've got to be careful what we're doing. Yeah, let me get over here.
There we go again, so we're finding quite a bit of old stone, possibly old railway wall. I'm not going to go into it a lot, but I've been told before by NOTTZ Explorer, and he's right, that most of the railway walls were of dark brick, and they were manufactured in London, a lot of these bricks. Nottingham itself has its own famous brick works. In fact, MAPPERLEY being one of them, that used to connect to what's now known as Woodthorpe Park. I'm going to carry on here. We're getting very close to the tunnel, which is behind that barrier down there. So let's carry on along here. Just like last time I was here, there is a hot spring here, so there's water coming through here. I'm not sure where from, but it's definitely coming under here. Was it something to do part of the railway? I believe some of these actual holes are to do with just side parts where people used to like stand on the side when a train came or whatever, you know, like workmen. And it used to be a place for the workmen of the train to like stay there or something when a train was coming back or forward if they were doing something on the line. Why there's water in it, I don't know. I'm trying to see where it's coming from, and I'm not seeing that neither. It's coming out of... So it's going underneath here. There's a little tunnel there. And later on we're going to show you another bridge which is part of this water, because this same stream comes out further down where there's a bridge that we're going to show you later. Right guys, I found something very strange.
That's an arrow.
Yeah. I found an arrow. I know we're in Robin Hood land and that.
Hold on.
This is extremely strange. 1 second, Liam.
Guys, we've just,
That's strange.
I don't want to know. It must be old, surely. Oh,
That's scary in a way.
I'm pretty sure that's an arrow, guys. Pretty sure that's an arrow.
What the hell are people...
It is very rusty at the end though. It's been in the soil for quite a while.
That's
Why is
mad.
the arrow down there?
That is absolutely mad.
Yeah, guys, look. It's literally a bow now.
Robin Hood land.
It's a bow. Yeah, I suppose Nottingham is Robin Hood land.
I know, but what's an...
But why is the bow?
When you think about we live in Robin Hood country, then you'd think that it was normal. But come on, 2020, finding a bow, an arrow. Well, not a bow and arrow, an arrow.
Definitely a new one there.
It's quite new though. So, anyone know why we found this in here? What is this used for? Like NOTTZ Explorer's asking, is it possible it's for rabbit hunting? Fox hunting even? I don't know.
I don't know about fox, it's more rabbit.
But that was bizarre. That was one bizarre thing to find here.
Maybe we'll go inside this little bit here. This is fine.
Right, so this is one of the entrances here, guys. Just as you see, I've not ripped this off. This is all the urbexes who've been here before me. I just heard a bird.
Yeah.
If there's a bird alive in there, that's got to be something quite cool. I've already found an arrow.
Okay.
I can hear noise coming from there. We can get in on the left-hand side, bro.
I'm not going.
There. Can you see there?
Yeah, you can hear the water inside, but it's going to be too dangerous for us. Well, too dangerous.
Yeah.
Now apparently there's a face seen at the other side of these bars.
And that's where I'm hearing quite a lot of noise.
Don't run. Guys, heat, I feel.
Here is where someone spotted someone behind this fence. Now, it won't surprise me if someone has been living in here. It's a good place to hide. Right. I'm going to do an attempt here, which I shouldn't be doing because NOTTZ Explorer doesn't think it's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea to go inside the tunnel. Just due to caving now. I've not seen a video inside this tunnel for a few years now, and I think that is for a reason. I don't want to be that silly YouTuber that goes inside there and doesn't end up coming back out. You know what I mean, guys?
There could be someone in there. Right. My concern is if I can hear water falling, that tunnel could possibly be caving in slowly but surely.
Over
Yeah?
the years, it's just going to get worse and worse.
Because why are we hearing water when it's not raining?
It is literally
It smells as well.
inwards. There's water leaking from the top of the tunnel. I'm not going to go in there, guys.
Can you shine the torch in there?
We're going to hang here.
Can you shine the torch?
Yeah.
I'm scared that someone around here going to pull me out of here.
No, there's no one around that fence.
Look at that, it's all coming apart.
It's just all coming apart, yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not for us to go in there.
I can't see further in there. Becoming like a river in there.
Yeah, that's not guys.
But I'm glad we came here. That beam, put in 1925. Well, I don't know why it was even put there. There should have been many more. I think this is really sad in a way, because this tunnel's never been done much about it. And now, unfortunately, we're not going to see that much of it again, neither. Old history here, guys, but at least we were here tonight. Something that may not well be here in the future. So I'm glad that we came. Yeah, it's all falling apart. And it looks to me as if it's caving in on this side here anyway. Sorry about that, I was just covering the problem there. So you can see, guys, look, it's very exactly, very muddy is what I was going to say, until my foot decided to sink. It's all worth it, end of the day. It's all part of the journey. You're not going to go on these journeys and not get, like, at all dirty, you know. Adventures come with a few things. I mean, possibly I might recommend you to wear wellies down here. But again, this is a place obviously where a lot of water falls when it rains, and with the recent storms we've had in the UK, I think it's, to be honest, better than it could have been. It could have been much worse. So, but yeah, here we are again with this. I was going to show you earlier. Look, there's a bit of, I believe, tree here. Yet there's a bit of like brick coming out the tree. Can you see here? Look at this here. It says C48,
C48.
C83. Now they look like places for plants, yeah. But as NOTTZ Explorer has told us, what is this? Iron.
Like iron, yeah.
Right. Personally, I think the C could have stood for carts, and these could have been carts that came down the mines. Is that correct? Something like that?
Yeah.
The little, well, they're not that little, they're quite big actually.
Yeah, pretty big, yeah.
And then they might have been used here afterwards in more recent years to put plants in. Yeah, they used to be filled with coal, and they used to come down from Gedling pit up there, down here. And I'd like to know if you guys think these are actually the old mine carts. They might not be, but it would make sense them being around here with the tunnel not too far away. They could have ended up rolling down here and staying here, and they were just used for, as I say, maybe for planting flowers, etc. Or they weren't used at all. Maybe, I don't know. Anyone know a bit of history? Because there's quite a few of them here. There might not even be mining carts, but I do believe they are. I think we've got some kind of a nest going on here with birds. There's a nest or something. Oh, we've got some kind of ghost going on here. If you can see anything, you let me know, yeah? Because I can't see nothing. Yeah. We found these old looking carts. See how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about 8 of them. Right, guys, we've nearly finished today. But before we go, I want to actually show you where the rest of this railway track went, and where the actual water that we saw underneath went as well. And we're going to cross in a minute an old bridge that doesn't look old enough to maybe go with this part of the park. However, it's significant because underneath it went the water that we saw here, and it was also a bridge for access to the pits back in the day. So it's well worth having a look at it. And I've always wondered what it was, and I found out what it was, so I'm happy for you guys to find out today. Right, let's get back across this maze of trees. Let's get back up this hill. Follow me. This is strange, yeah. I'm finding myself walking down here, yeah, but on either side there's a hole. So as we're coming down on the right hand side, I'm assuming this is where we were earlier, although I can't see anything at the moment down there, but that's where we were gonna come out. But as you know, a lot of it's been destroyed with the weather. It looks to me as if it's waterlogged down there, so I'm not even attempting that. Can you see down there? But what I don't understand is how on the left hand side of where I'm going there's another ditch. So are we standing right now on top of what exactly? Let us know, anyone who knows anything about this park and of the history. I'm just going to pop down here. I'm not going too far because I believe it's very slippery. I'm wondering, actually, as this is a new estate they're making, it could be possible that they've ditched this out themselves. They've constructed this bit of land here, the actual workers, because that would make sense. They might have carved out of the hillside here to put more of these buildings, that this whole estate is going to be called the Chase Farm. Now, I can't see down there, but I can tell you there's a ditch now here, which wasn't there before, which I would bet on will be something to do with the construction site. Talking of holes, I just fell in one. What the hell is that? Look, there's a hole here. Now I just heard something behind me. Yeah, well, you know what? They do say it's spooky around here and haunted. I'm starting to think there's something strange going on. We find all kinds of strange noises already. Yeah. But look, there's a bit over there of land that looks... I can't really see. Right, guys, we are right next to the bridge that I was on about to you. I'm kind of annoyed a little bit because they've gone and... Well, they've taken over the whole land down here to do this Chase farm. And there's quite a bit of water down here, which I'm assuming is to do with the actual weather. Yet, this old bridge here, which I was going to show you, was where commerce came from MAPPERLEY to the Gedling pits. And they obviously came across this bridge. And before, it was also a bridge that carried horse and carriage across. So we've got quite a bit of history with this little bridge here, but I'm afraid it's looking like they're going to knock it down or something. I don't know what they're doing. I hope they don't knock it down. Let's have a little closer view here, because from here tonight we're going to leave you, and we're going to hope that you enjoy this video. And I want to thank everybody, as usual, for subscribing, watching, liking my videos, even commenting. Thank you, everybody, as usual. Eh? Can you go on top?
Still standing 100 plus years later. And you get bridges nowadays which collapse in a few weeks after it. Yeah. We're just having a listen out.
NOTTZ Explorer. Thanks for turning up today. And can't even see, he's got his camera bright in my face. But yeah, we've enjoyed ourselves today. It's a shame what's going on here. But you know, land takes over when new constructions appear. Is it me, guys, or is it quite strange here? Is the camera moving a lot? Like an airy... Can you see that? Or is that just me? And if so, what is it? Can you see that? Look on my camera when I'm taking a video. Look what it does. Dead weird. Come this side. Can you see that?
Yeah.
There was me thinking it was ghosts. And there's NOTTZ Explorer telling me basically that my camera is mobile quality compared to his thing he's got. Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys. Remember to subscribe. As I say, carry on commenting. I like comments and where people are hearing and watching us from. I believe this is all now just construction, but it might be quite interesting to see actually in the future what this whole area ends up looking like, because they really are carving out quite a bit of it here on this of what would be the west side to the old pits up Spring Lane. All the parts of land and where Chase Farm used to be now is a completely new development. So until next time, thanks again for watching guys. Really enjoying myself tonight here with NOTTZ Explorer, and until next time, make sure you let us know any other places you know, and come and follow me on my next journeys. One of them which will be from Gedling Woods to Woodthorpe Park, and that's via Snenton Tunnel, Thorny Woods Tunnel, St Anne's Tunnel, and then through to Woodthorpe Park tunnels off the Sherwood Vale. Until then, thanks again for listening. Goodbye. Thank you. Bye bye.